Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, July 2nd. Happy July. Doing an update video for everybody. Today's water changes. All three tanks today got a 50% water change and a refill using tap water dosed with Prime. So yeah, here's the tanks. First tank is the 5-gallon, looking nice and clean and clear after water change. Fish are all excited. The big female guppy is getting harassed by a few male suitors. All the plants in here are doing very well, as you can see. Rotala right there, the nice bright red colors coming out. That's thanks to the clay in the substrate. Waiting for the plants to grow out a little bit more close to the top of the tank before I do a big trimming for Jason. He wanted some plants. If anybody out there, if you're on Maui, you haven't planted a tank, you want some plants, let me know. I'll try and hook you up with what I got when I do some trimming and clipping. So that's the 5-gallon. And on to the cube, which also got about a 50% water change. This tank is also doing very well. All the fish in here are doing great. All the little neons are hiding because I just did the water change. Plants are doing great. The water wisteria in the back is growing. It's loving the new Planet Plus LED light. Crypts are growing. Got nice red, dark reddish brown colors out of the crypts. Same thing, clay on the substrate. These are both dirted tanks, so the plants in here have the benefit of dirt. The plants in here are getting used to the LED light, kind of growing into it. I don't know if you can see the little bubbles that are kind of floating around. Those bubbles are from the plants. The plants are purling. They're producing oxygen because of the high intensity light that's shining on them. So this cube is it's a 14 BioCube. So yeah, that's this tank here. On to the big tank, the tank everybody likes to see, the 55. So here's a 55, the water change. Nice, clean, crisp, clear water thanks to that 50% water change again. Plants in here are doing great. Fish are doing great. Everything's awesome in here. All the plants, all the fish, rainbows are all swimming around. The fish just love water changes as much as the plants. So even down there on the bottom, little cherry barb decided to come out. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Usually hides. So much action going on with the rainbows swimming so quickly back and forth across the tank. But yeah, all the fish in here are doing well. Up to the top here, I got some baby guppies in a little planted aquascape there. Growing out those plants, seeing how it does in there. Hopefully they grow well, and then I'll be able to put them aside for whoever wants plants. Same thing with this tank here. This little mini tank here has Opie in it. Plants are growing out in there also. So in this tank we've got everything from gold barbs to the simonensis, algae eater, giant pleco there in the back. You have the rainbows, pearl gouramis, phantom tetras. Look at that giant crypt in the middle. It's just doing really, really well. That plant's just loving the bright light. All the Nubius in the back is also doing very well. So this tank's doing great. It's my short little update. I recently changed my water change system. I was using the Aqueon quick change system, which is doing good, doing well. A few of the valves and the connections were a little weak and it started to break down on me. So I did some reading, read some reviews online, and decided to get the Python. It's a little more money, but after doing this water change with that system, the Python is awesome. I love the Python water change system a lot more than the Aqueon. Both make water changes easy, but just the ease of use of the valves on the Python, the location of the valve, it's a little bit lower down on the tube, makes it a lot easier to switch the water on and off. It gives you a lot more control. The valves also open and close a lot smoother than the Aqueon. That was one of the issues I had with the Aqueon. Those valves are just super tight. But yeah, the Python valve moves smooth first try. Did my water changes really quick. The tube is a lot bigger also, so I get more water flow in and out. But yeah, all the tanks do have OPI. The main OPI tank, sorry for moving guys so fast. The main OPI aquarium is this one up here, the 5 gallon. This one has tons and tons of OPI in it. They're breeding, they're doing their thing in here. They're loving the moss wall back here. They're just doing their little trip in here. There's one right there. Tons of OPI, breeding like crazy. I keep saying I'm going to move the guppies, but I never get around to it. The pond seems to be doing very well on its own, so I kind of don't want to move the guppies in there just for that reason. Don't know how they'll do out there, as well as the fact that the tiger barbs and whatnot are already in there. And yeah, so there's a final parting shot of the 5 gallon, all little OPI, little shrimp in there. So yeah, if you like my video, feel free to hit like, hit subscribe so you can get my video updates. If you have got any questions, let me know. I try to do a like for like, so if you like or subscribe to my videos, I'll do the same for your videos on YouTube. Check out my Facebook page, Kami Adventures. I usually post links to the videos there also. I also am trying to get around to doing reviews and little product updates and stuff like that on there. Yeah, and there's Optimus Prime down in the front. I found him the other day, so I'm putting him back in front of the tank to hang out. Yeah, that's this tank and the cube. You can see the reflection from the bright LEDs of the 55. These LEDs are just crazy bright. And then the 55. And that's going to be it for today. Hope everybody has a great rest of the week and a happy 4th of July weekend. Enjoy the fireworks, have fun out there. Don't forget, tank on. Laters.